So let's think a little bit about that one. Is there an economic and political crisis coming down the line? Is Babylon going to be shaken? Will the world system fall apart? Or will it come together? What happens then? In the Bible, there's a passage in Hebrews where it says, "Yet once more I shake not only the earth, but also heaven." And it says that the results of this shaking will be the removal of those things which are being shaken as of things that are made, that the things which cannot be shaken may remain. Hebrews 12, 26 to 27. I will shake not only the earth, but also the heavens. And what after this shaking will remain is the kingdom of God. God's going to shake the present world system and cause it to fall apart. Then he's going to put it together again in the Messianic kingdom, which will be set up when Jesus returns to take control of this planet. Now, the Bible tells us that in the last days, the present world system, which is given the code name Babylon, is going to fall at some point in the future. So you've got Babylon, the great is fallen. Revelation chapter 18. Babylon the great is fallen, has become a dwelling place of demons, a prison for every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean bird and hated bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury. God apparently has a controversy with the world system, which he characterizes here as Babylon. The nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. He tells us that Babylon's going to fall at some time. Now, that happens right at the end of the tribulation period. But if you look at the present world system, you have to ask, are the seeds being set for the fall of Babylon? Are there things which are happening in the world which is pushing us towards that time? And if you think that, then you have to get yourself inside the kingdom of God, because all that's going to remain after the fall of Babylon is the kingdom of God, what's based upon God and Jesus Christ. The thing which has a foundation in God who created us, and the God who's even now holding back the day of trouble so that you and I can find the way to be saved from the coming disaster. And I believe there is a disaster coming. Last week I did a talk on Jeremiah chapter 1. We talked about the coming disaster which Jeremiah sees coming upon his own country. And he speaks about time coming, and there'll be the boiling pot facing away from the north. And he sees this coming in a form of judgment coming upon the nation. And he tells them this is going to happen because of the way that the people have been behaving. I will utter my judgments against them concerning all their wickedness, because they've forsaken me, burned incense to other gods, and worshipped the works of their own hands. So he sees a judgment coming, and that's happening because the nation has gone away from God and has become worshipping other gods and the works of their own hands. Look at the present world system. It's worshipping all kinds of gods. It's worshipping the god of Mammon. It's full of evil. It's full of deception and trickery and all kinds of things which are bringing trouble upon the world. And the question is, how are you going to be saved from it? Well, stick with me to the end of the talk and I'll tell you how you're going to be saved from it.